Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm Farrell SC, and welcome back to Single Player in ARK Survival Evolved. So, let me go over the past few days with you, what's been going on. So, first, I want to start off by apologizing. I haven't recorded in the past few days, so I ended up getting really sick to the point where I pretty much lost my voice, which would have been, I don't know, seems pretty hard to try to record and talk to you guys when I completely lose my voice. Yeah, so there's that. Obviously, Fear Evolved is about to be done. By the time you watch this video, it may be pretty much over at that point. So while I was sick, even though I didn't record, I still did play the game a bit because, of course, with Fear Evolved going on, needed to collect a lot of dinosaur bones to get all the emotes, to get all the skins and all that, which I ended up doing, unfortunately, off camera, but we did get it done. So, personally, I like the headless look. I think that's actually really cool. And the little swim trunks are actually kind of cool, too. These are the dodo ones, the zombie dodo swim trunks. But, yeah, I have all the emotes, so we have the dance, we have the zombie walk, I have the panic one, which is actually really cool. You can actually run with that too. It doesn't last too long, but it is kind of funny that you can actually run while doing that emote. But yeah, finally, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Probably the reason you actually clicked onto this video, which is why am I standing so high up? So I have upgraded the base. Took a really long time to do, but let me give you the grand tour now, kind of let you know what I did. To be honest, I had full intentions of recording this entire thing, and I actually did record the first portion of it. A hell of a lot of stone went into this, a hell of a lot of wood, decent amount of thatch, decent amount of just everything. But just to give you an idea, just doing the ground floor alone took 4.5+ hours to record, and gonna be honest, it didn't get much better from there. So I actually kept screwing up snap points, everything like that, to the point where I would actually have to get rid of everything and just start all over. So to be honest, I didn't think that you guys would want to see, I don't know, it would probably end up being 3-4 episodes of me just building, then having to take down, then building again, just to make sure we got it all right. But, yeah, so I ended up doing this off camera. Also, the fact that I couldn't speak probably wouldn't have helped either. But yeah, let me give you the full tour of this big thing now. Even though it seems kind of massive, it wasn't too crazy. It's just with the constant having to take it down and rebuild because the snap points were off and everything like that. Because obviously, if we're trying to build, if we're trying to upgrade, I want everything to be perfect. I don't want to have to touch this thing anymore. I did mention in the last episode that there was a chance that I was going to be updating this or just completely go into, like, Herbivore Island, something like that, which, I mean, I do fully plan on having multiple bases. I just felt like this one, I felt like it was probably better to just update this one, completely upgrade this to the point where we're not going to be touching it much longer. If anything, we're just adding, like, the fabricator, the grill, a industrial forge maybe eventually once we get up to that level, the tech products. It's not like I'm going to be building this guy any bigger. Like, this is pretty much it. And to be honest, to be quite frank, it's pretty damn big. Let's start with the front, though, basically. So entrance here. So personally, I love this kind of entrance. This is actually a stone dino gate that I put in as the front door. Personally, I think that's really cool. I also added these things. They're kind of stupid, but screw it. Let's light them. Because to be honest, we are going to be in the market for a ton, and I mean a ton, of charcoal. So I'm trying to get charcoal any way that I can, which includes these guys. These guys will burn for God knows how many hours. But they will also start collecting the charcoal for us because they are all full of wood. And to be honest, I think it actually looks kind of cool like that. But anyways, here's the main entrance. So I actually put all the dinos. Whoops, sorry. I actually put all the dinos down here. So we have obviously the Ankylosaurus. Let me make sure he's not too close to the flames, right? He's not taking damage. Okay, good. So Ankylosaurus, the Dodicarus, and the Castorides. These two obviously were the biggest help when doing this entire base. And then on this side is the Raptor that we talked about in the last episode, the Direwolf, the 224, and then the Equus too, which I made saddles for everybody that needed saddles, which was the Raptor and the Equus. So we're not going to go through these doors yet. The Mo shops are just over here too. So personally, I wanted to continue to wrap this whole thing around, but unfortunately, the way that the foundations and everything were set up, it just wasn't going to work out the way that I wanted it. But yeah, let's go inside and let me show you the rest here. So yeah, another thing that I like too is basically doing this little design right here. So you put a stone wall triangles to the right, and then you put the foundation down, just so it kind of, instead of having it all like exposed like this, which to be honest, I don't think there's anything I can do about this. I can live with this. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I just think it looks a little bit nicer. So let's take a trip inside. So front door, just come through here. So I have one tap here. I also have a tap out there, which we'll go over in a little bit. There's also one downstairs too, which I'll also go over too. So here, nothing too crazy, honestly. I don't know what I'm gonna put in here yet. I may put like the fabricator like set up like here. I do have a couple storage boxes set up. So these storage boxes are like, one is for thatch fiber, the other one down there is for wood, that one's for stone, this one's gonna be dedicated for flint. Just because we're always gonna need a decent amount of it on hand. So yeah, why not just do that? So, to be honest, this build's actually pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward how to do it. Personally, I like to have kind of this contrast where you have some of the outer parts showing inner parts, and it just gives it, I don't know, for me it just gives it a totally different feel to have both. Again, personal preference, but this is where the snap points are a big issue, especially to get like these lined up and everything like that. So if one snap point is wrong, so let's just say, sometimes let's just say the stone here wouldn't attach to the inner wood, like the inner wood, like say, yeah, even here I have like a little bit of a snap point issue. It is what it is. Not really gonna, this took me, like I said, this took hours to do. I'm not gonna fret over that. It is what, well, now that I think about it, I'm not too much of a fan of it, but it is what it is. So this is what I mean with the snap points. But like if it's exposed outside, it looks just, it doesn't look good. So getting this whole contrast and everything takes a while. Again, this is me just trying to be a perfectionist with it, that I'm just going to want everything to line up. Yes, you like that. Like to line up a little bit nicer. I may do, you know, now that I think about it, I may do this off camera. I may quickly fix that, but again, not going to make a big deal out of it right now. But yeah, this is the ground floor. Nothing too crazy here yet. And then, you know what, let's go downstairs. So I basically made everything symmetrical. I like to work with symmetry. So that door is going to take us downstairs. This is going to take us downstairs. This is going to take us downstairs. That's going to take us downstairs. So downstairs, very simple, basically, and all the designs are like this too. All the stairs are going to be set up the same way. Down here is just going to be mainly crafting. So again, it takes a lot of resources, but it's really not that hard to put together. These pipes were the biggest issue, because I have them snapped underneath, and they actually run pretty much right in line with the ground. So I mean, I had to break these foundations to line it up. It was a mess, but that was the biggest issue throughout this entire thing, is getting these foundations set up perfectly and everything. The sorry, not the foundations, the taps set up perfectly. But just to give you an idea, so we have mortar and pestle set up. I have all these set up with a ton, and I mean a ton, of stone and flint, because I'm pretty much getting ready here to just start killing spark powder, because again, we're gonna need it for bullets. We're getting to that point. In all the refining forges already, I have all wood in there, 800 wood per each one. Again, just trying to completely fill up our charcoal. Words. In each smithy right now, it just has 100 wood. I didn't want to go too crazy with that, but we're gonna need it. Eventually, we'll add the hide and, you know what, anything else. But all you have to do here, pretty easy, just a wooden table, and then just lay them on top. personally, I've actually never done this design. I've seen a few people in, like, if you go on YouTube, people, like, there's a few of them that do a lot of building videos. They usually set it up like this, and to be honest, I think I'm into doing it this way too now. I think it's actually kind of cool, versus like the way that I used to do it, which was just obviously like I think what most people do. They just put it on the ground and whatever. I don't know. This just seems a little bit more. It's clean. I like it that way, and it's all symmetrical. And again, I'm all into the symmetry and everything. So yeah. These guys are just going to be filled probably with random things, so I'm probably not going to... you know what? Eventually I may label these like one for chitin keratin, one for oil, one for hide, one for... I don't know, we'll probably have a miscellaneous though at some point, but just a few examples. Maybe like, I don't know, silica pearls, black pearls, I don't know. But we're going to probably name these eventually. For now, nothing too crazy. Ground floor. Sorry, basement. Yeah, here's the basement. Let's, you know what, instead of going through this door, we're not going to do this yet. Let's go up to the second floor. So again, all symmetrical and everything. So, yeah, pretty much when I'm building, I don't want you to see, I just personally don't like to see the stairs, so I have another stair that's going there, obviously, to get us up to the second floor. Now, I could have left this all exposed. I don't know, that's just, to me, looks a lot nicer, cleaner, whatever. So yeah, I just have the beds here. I do 2 beds. Reason is, just in case one bed, obviously, if we die, we can spawn at the bed. But let's just say I go back to the same spot to grab my stuff and I die again. This has like a 3-4 minute, no, sorry, I think it's 5 minutes. 5-minute cooldown timer, and we just have a second bed. We can just do that. I could do the bunk bed and stuff like that, but I think that's... we probably can unlock it at this point, but I'm just going to do this. I'm going to be quite frank. I have no idea what I'm going to put up here. I tried to do, like... I was thinking about a chimney here, but... I think the problem's going to be that if I put a chimney, I think it's a little too high where the top of the chimney might not even stick out, and if it does, it's probably just going to be like a little, like... It's not even going to be noticeable. It's almost like, I don't know, almost no point. Like, I feel like if we're going to do a chimney, you kind of want the smokestack portion of the chimney to be pretty prominent. I don't know. But I have no idea what I'm going to do up here yet. If you guys have any ideas, leave comments down below. Just to make this a little more homey, obviously. Because right now it's just the 2 beds. It's a little bit pathetic. Yeah, when I got up to the second floor, I pretty much have wasted the, you know, the lack of creative juices that I have, but I pretty much wasted it on the basement and the next part that we're going to do, which is the outside. So, going outside now. So, symmetry again. Also used another door. Personally, I just like this. There's a few people that have done it. This idea using the stone gateway instead as your front door, back door, whatever. And personally, I think it's a nice touch as opposed to the... Oh no, I saw it on the ground floor. The refining door, the reinforced door, sorry. I like the reinforced doors, but I don't know, this just adds a whole new element to it. But this is the outside, so... Oh yeah. Also have these little torches here. They're already filled too. So I think they're actually kind of cool. I don't know. Again, just adds a little touch to it. Yeah, towards the end I was kind of getting a little bored. That's why I added these guys, because why not? I mean, might as well get as much charcoal as we need, because we're going to need a ton. So little campfires right here for now. This is just a personal thing for me to put down, just so I remember. I'm going to end up putting the industrial grill somewhere over here. I did do the 2-tier... I did the 2-tier stone railing. I'm not... Now that I think about it, I'm not really too keen on it, but let's just get an idea. Let's demolish it. Alright, let's... you know what, let's go back to this. I'm gonna... But anyways, ton of compost. So my plan is we need to get a ton of compost, which there's a few steps that we need to do too along with that. But yeah, I definitely want to start pumping out in this guy. So this guy is our greenhouse. So greenhouse, this was a pain to get because you need a ton of crystal. So I went over to the one little portion of the island. Let's see, in the previous episodes, I think I got crystal from there to make the spyglass, yes. So right over there, I went there. I went over to the crystal areas inside the lava cave, which the lava cave is right next to Herbivore Island, but I had to travel everywhere to get crystal to finally get this guy all done. It's not much, but it takes a ton of crystal. Cementing paste wasn't as much of an issue to get because beaver dams. Yeah, beaver dams are great. But obviously, you're gonna put the tap here. Once I actually make the what are they called? Large. I'm gonna do large crop plots instead of like medium, small, whatever. Large, I can pretty much do everything in. I'm just gonna play it safe. We're gonna do large. We're gonna do probably 3, maybe 4. One here, one for each tile. So 1, 2, 3, 4 possibly, or just 1, 2, 3. Probably 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do 1 for rock carrots specifically because, yeah, I mean if we see some equus, yeah, only way to really tame them. I mean you can use like measure berries and stuff, but, yeah, the tame's not that good. So, rock carrots definitely. But yeah, let's go through here. Yeah, so actually, sorry. This pipe was the biggest pain. So I haven't worked all the way down because I did end up enclosing this entire thing off. Again, just a personal preference. So doing the pipe was a pain. It wasn't that bad once it gets further out there. You can see the pipe kind of runs a little bit into the rock, and then it goes over the edge, drops down. Once I get back on the Argent, I'll show you. Once this gets close to the water, I actually put another tap down there just in case. So we do have access to water here in the base, downstairs, not upstairs, but that's not a big deal. And then also down at the water too, we'll have another access point too, which is kind of cool. Another good thing about the taps is, so our water right now, let me just consume it just to show you. So we're at 0 water in our thing right now, but if I put this in here, it fills right up. So, which is pretty convenient too. So these are nice for that, and that'll also water the crops, everything that we need. In order to make the crops, though, we're going to need to get a ton of compost, which is thatch. Haven't gotten it yet, but at the same time, it's really easy to get a ton of thatch to fill these up. And we need poop, which this little thing is going to be set up for eventually. We are going to go out and tame a Phiomia, which I'll show you why that is the best for gathering poop. So then we can make it into the, we can put it in the compost, then make fertilizer from it. Fertilizer then transfers over to the crop plots. Other thing out here, obviously, just in case, I'm going to have a feeding trough full right here. Again, nothing in it yet, but gathering berries is going to be pretty easy. That one's just going to be particularly berries. I think I have a couple of other ones scattered around that I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, now let's check out a few more of the things that I ended up building with this guy. Alright, so let's move outside again, yeah. So, already went over this pretty much. Obviously, we have the three tames here, kind of in their little, I don't know what we want to call these, of course there's a word for it, but words are a bit of a struggle right now. Yeah, these little whatevers. I have another feeding trough here, yeah, so I'm going to fill this up probably half and half with meat for the raptor and for the direwolf, and then I'm also going to fill this up half, 30 and 30 basically full of meat, and then also berries, so we're good there. Over here, yeah, we did go over this. The Mo shops and everything are over here. This is just another entrance to the downstairs. Thought this was easier instead of having to go through the front door, come all the way down and do that. It's just a little easy, especially if I'm carrying, like, if we go for metal runs with this guy, it's just going to be a little bit easier of a walk instead of having to lug it all the way around just to get downstairs. Now leads us to this door over here. You know what? No. I'm gonna go outside and we'll do the other grand entrance. So come down here, loop around this way. So this guy here, I'm gonna kind of set this up as like a little mini breeding pen. So here's the gist. You know what? Let me get the Equus just so I can kind of show this. Oh, and these little things, oh, like a stable, like this. Yeah, that's the, like I said, struggle. Yes, a little, like, stable setup, basically, with these. So they all have their own little, like, you know, section. Kind of keeps it organized, clean, whatever. Basically, though, bringing the animal through here, whatever we're looking to tame. Drop it up here, basically. Come right here. As you can see, feeding trough right there. Put the one next to it, put them on mating, call it a day. I also have a feeding trough here, too. Just in case if it doesn't breed us an egg, it's just like breeding us like just a smaller version of it. So like when you breed saber-tooth, when you breed Thylacolea, when you breed I think Mesopithecus also breed like this. As opposed to, let's just say, Argent breeding, which is going to give us an egg, which gives us this room here. So nothing in here right now. The gist is I want to put ACs in here. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 ACs. 1, 2, 3, 4 ACs here. And then all I'm going to do is literally just open the door, throw the egg in, and hopefully it's enough ACs to get it to hatch. Now, you are going to see this little door here, the small little room. This is actually where I'm going to put the generator. So my idea is put the generator in here, kind of have it facing this way. So right when we put the AC down, the generator will just, the generator and everything will just connect right to it, call it a day. For this side. Now, let me come through this door, which leads us downstairs. There's also this little door here, which... along this side, I'm going to put the second generator. So generator on both sides to be able to do 4 ACs each, which I think will be pretty easy, pretty cool. It's a little bit different. But yeah, I think that's... I don't know. Am I missing anything? Also want to apologize too that obviously I'm still getting over this whatever the heck I had. So you may hear a few sniffles here and there in the... I'm doing my best not to. But it's just... I mean, I've been doing it like 3-4 days straight at this point of just sniffling constantly, so it's become a habit. Let me park this guy back in now. And again, gotta have everything perfect or the OCD is gonna kick in. Not even close. Alright, attempt number 2. I think we're good now. Attempt number 2, and we're, nope, too far the other way now. Jeez. Alright, third time's a charm. Third time's a charm, yes. Okay, cool. And we're good there. Maybe? Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Okay, we went through the front door. We went through the little stable-y setup that I have here. We went through the outside. Oh yeah, let me show you. So yeah, this is all sealed. This is all sealed in. Again, took a ton of walls, but in the long run, I think it's. I just think it looks cleaner as opposed to showing all of the pillars I had to put in and everything, just to make that at all possible. This side, obviously, walls again, just to keep it clean, keep it. I don't know, but on the way down here now. So the pipe, as you can see, kind of extends here and works its way down. To be honest, I don't like exposing the pipe that much, but I think this was probably the easiest way to do it without going a little too crazy. It's noticeable, but it's not bad. But yeah, we have a tap right here too. So just in case if we're like, I don't know, flying in from somewhere and, I don't know, maybe I forget that I have 3 taps in the base. There's one right here, worst case. So we have that, but I think... yeah, I mean, that's the... Oh, actually, no. The best part. So the plan is, I'm actually going to park all of my Argents and Flyers up here. I think the 2 Pteranodons there is nice. It's kind of like, you know, they're overlooking the bay, talking about the good times that they had, because, let's be honest, we're not using them anymore. unless we're using them, they're quick. So I mean, unless we're doing like a quick little trip, like let's just say if that green drop was a red drop, you know. No, there's no red drops in this area, but you know, you get my point. And if we need to get there quick, we can jump on one of those guys and call it a day, which might be... Might have to add... you know what, we're fine. But the one cool part is, so once you jump off of here, I actually made a couple of ladders. There we go, climb up. So we could actually just get up instead. Now, which I think is actually kind of cool. I've actually never done this where I keep the Argent's flyers and stuff up. Oh god, we're dead. Ooh. Okay, I might have to worry about that. We might actually have to line the tops up with, oh wow, that would have... it wouldn't have been that bad. I mean, we would have died right here, but it is what it is. I might line up the top now with some stone railings, fences, railings, so that doesn't happen again. Ooh, that's it, okay. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Okay, let's, round 2, let's get back up. But yeah, so the plan is to actually park the flyers up here. So yeah, I just need to make sure not to like run on here. Alright, what's the plan for today? We're not going to do anything crazy today, honestly. I think today it's just going to be the... Oh, you know what? Wait. Let me go back down. Let me start all that stuff because again, I have all that, I have all the wood down here ready to go. Might as well get this all going to charcoal. So my plan is every single time that I'm leaving the base for now on, I'm going to go out and get a ton of wood. I'm going to fill these up every time because, again, the amount of charcoal that we need is insane. It's a lot. So let's, in here, like I said, I have a ton of spark powder ready to go. And I mean, this is going to be excessive. I mean, it's just, again, with the Ankylosaurus, getting flint is so easy. The stone, super easy with the Doedicurus. So I'm just going to do this. 400 here. Next one. 400 here. And I'm just going to quickly go around and do all this. So, the good thing is, too, with spark powder, I think each one, you get 2, right? Yeah, so we're going to be getting about 800 spark powder per setup here. So, again, it's going to be stupid amount of spark powder, but it's going to be necessary. At least I hope it is. I hope this isn't overkill, but... On another note, though, so yeah, Fear Evolved is pretty much coming to an end. By the time you guys watch this video, it may be done, may not be, maybe still a few hours left, but, so these are the only 2, Mastercraft. There's no more Ascendant, Dino candies, but we do have some Mastercraft left, so I'm actually going to feed these 2 to the, one's gonna be the direwolf because, I mean, we'll notice the change. The direwolf's like pretty much all white, so let's see what happens. This one is a combination of cantaloupe, slate, brown, slate, and royal coloring. Alright, what's this one? Royal, mud, cantaloupe, brick. Oh, we're doing this one. This should be a lot more colors. Okay. Little too much purple for me, but it's funky. It's cool. 15% movement speed increase too, which is kind of not 15. This is Mastercraft, so 10%. Little funky. Little. I mean, it screams Halloween. I don't know. The raptor. The raptor's already red. I don't know if I should do it. My only worry is I don't know if these candies are gonna go, like, once the event ends, like, are they just gonna disintegrate? Like, is this gone? Like, do I lose this? Or because I already have it, we may still be okay. I'm not sure. 10%, yeah, 10% movement speed. I'm not exactly sure. So I don't know if I should waste it now, but the Equus already has one. Obviously he has one. He already has, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be... you know what? Worst case, it doesn't do anything. Let's see what happens. So, Raptor is red. Let's see what happens. Raptor is now... Ooh. Ah, I would have preferred it on that one. That's nice. So orange, got the nice little purple stripe. Like, that's enough purple. Yeah, just like a little accent of purple. That's nice. That's actually kind of cool. Okay. No, I dig that. Yeah, that's a bit too much. That's just right. That's actually pretty good. All right. What's the next step here? Let's see. Nah, we're not gonna rock that today. We're not gonna worry about that because we're going over to. Do we have time to go to Herbivore Island? Alright, you know what? Let me come back in a second. I'm going to check the time on the episode again. I don't want to make this too crazy long, but let's see how much time we're looking at, and then we're going to go from there. Alright, so, yeah, like I've always mentioned in the episodes, I like to keep these guys around 30, 35 minutes long, preferably. Sometimes we go over a little bit. We're looking at about 31 minutes right now, but at the same time, I haven't recorded in a few days, and I think I owe it to you guys to give you a little bit more content than just, hey, let's check out how this base looks and all that stuff. So, and way in the background, there's a candy corn, so we're definitely gonna get that too because you know how much I like the loot drops. So maybe we'll get something good from there. And we are going Phiomia hunting today. So yeah, like I said, I want to get this the crop plots and everything going quickly. We got to get the thatch for these guys. We got to get the poop from the Phiomia. So that's the plan today. Might not be much, but at least there's a bit of a plan here. So let's head over here and let's get this loot drop quickly. So it looks like, yeah, that's definitely an orange loot drop. We got another candy cane loot drop, so let's see what we got. And I've actually realized on this Argent, I have another Mastercraft candy, and I'm starving. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that out of the way. So I have another Mastercraft candy on this guy. I didn't realize it, but it is what it is. I guess we'll experiment and figure it out. If by the time, ooh, there's in level 20. So by the time the event ends, I don't know if these go away. I guess we'll kind of see. Now, obviously, the Dodo Rex will go away. The, what else will go away? The Dodo Rex, the Dodo Wyverns, the, Skeletal, obviously, will be gone. The Skeletal that we got, like, the skins and everything, those will stay, but the actual, us being able to see stone stegos and stuff like that, I think is going to go away. No, we got a mission today. Yeah, I think that stuff will go away. Now, I am curious, though. So obviously during the Halloween event, we've gotten some Halloween color dinos and stuff. Now, do those go away? I'm not sure. Oh, wow, yeah, look at the base. Jeez. Yeah, I guess it is actually a pretty big base. Okay, but yeah, when it comes to like the Halloween color dinos, will they revert back to the original colors before the event, or do they kind of stick around until they either die or we tame them or whatever the case may be, and then I don't know. I know they won't respawn, so if let's just say a Halloween color dino like dies, that's it. There's no more Halloween color dino that's going to be spawning in or anything like that. But like the ones that are already here, like the ones that have already like spawned in and everything, are they going to disappear, get their original colors back, or do they just stay the same? Because if they stay the same and they can last a decent amount of time, that would be kind of cool. Because thinking about it, we're not that far off from Thanksgiving now. I mean, I don't know if ARK does a Thanksgiving event, to be honest. I think they have in the past, but again, I mean, I'm new to this, so I don't really know. But Obviously, you know I had to go for the purple drop. We are not heading in the direction that I want to go to, but yeah, it's a purple loot drop, so it better be worth it for going all this way. And it is not. Alright, well, it is what it is. So the plan is I'm going to head over to Herbivore Island. That's pretty much where, so quickly on the map, just to show you. So where the pointer's facing, that little island all the way in the back in the bottom corner. That's where we're heading. We've been there before for a few things. Yeah, like for example, I think this one was the Halloween themed tournament. Yeah, like that's not a normal color. The green and everything, there's no way that's a normal color. So I guess we'll come back here in a few days and we'll see we'll see if that has changed color. Maybe they'll all despawn. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. But yeah, as I was saying, Thanksgiving event. So I don't know if they do a Thanksgiving event, but if they do, and there's like Thanksgiving colored dinos, which I think would be like, I don't know, probably close to the Halloween colors, right? Like orange, probably more browns. I don't know. Something like that. Maybe, yeah, like earthier tones, I guess, maybe, would be the Halloween, I'm sorry, Thanksgiving colors? I mean, more important, I mean, also, after that, it's Christmas. Christmas is well, we're in November now, so month and change away. And I'm almost positive for a Christmas event, they do Christmas color dinos. So what I'm getting at is, actually be kind of cool if we can see Halloween dinos on the map, along with possibly brownie Thanksgiving-y colors on some dinos, and then we'll also have some Christmas, yeah, like, look at this guy. No, that's a normal one. Okay. Plus, if we can have some Christmassy dinos on here, I mean, how long could that actually go for? Like, because I know the only event I've ever personally done on here is the summer event. What was it called? Summer Bash, which, I mean, the colored dinos were prominent. Red, white, and blue. I mean, full blown, just, it screamed colors. Like, it was very, very bright and everything, but I'm thinking about it, like, if you can get a mix of that, let's just say, that would be awesome. But 4th of July looking colors, basically, along with some Halloween colors, along with some Christmas colors, it's just gonna be like, I don't know, I think that'd be kind of interesting to keep going around the maps and stuff and seeing what's going to spawn and everything like that. I think that'd be kind of interesting because I'm not planning on doing a dino wipe. I know some people like to do that because, again, I feel like when you do a dino wipe, it just automatically is going to spawn like really, really high level stuff. And it doesn't matter where you are. Like right next to our base, we would 100% get like a full-blown Spino at like level 145 probably, right next to the base. And like it just, that actually gave us some pretty good stuff. Yeah, I'm not looking to do a dino wipe. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like when you do end up doing dino wipes, it's like 100 times easier, I feel like, to get 150s. And that's not, I mean, obviously, 150 dinos is the goal eventually to go for, and then obviously, find a male, find a female, you know, make babies out of it, also try to get mutations, you know, the whole gist, because eventually it's boss fights, and I feel like that's, I mean, the mutations and stuff, and color mutations, that's not necessary, but I mean, getting a high level and a really good male, high level, really good female, well, probably groups of them, so you could just mate to get the perfect combination that you're looking for. I mean, that's pretty much essential when it comes to the boss fights. Just so at least you could, like, survive, let alone do well and whatever. Gonna be fully honest though, I have not even gotten to the point of boss fights. So I feel like I get to a specific point in the game where I'm like, I think the highest level I've actually ever gotten, character-wise, is 94, maybe. But yeah, when it comes to the boss fights and stuff, like, I've never done it. So I think this is gonna be a good experience for me, especially having, the community and everything, letting me know, hey, yeah, no, this is a good team, this is a bad team, this is good for the boss fights, bad for the boss fights, whatever. But I'm also going to be looking to experiment with different stuff. Like, if I find a really high level, I don't know, Allosaurus, I don't know if Allosauruses are good for the boss fights or anything, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out one way or another. So, I don't want to do the traditional, you know, the traditional find a really good Giga. Oh no, you can't even bring Gigas to the boss fights. Well, Titans we can, but yeah, like, ooh, maybe I'll do this. Let's look around and see if there's another one. Like Rexes, stuff like that. Like, yeah, I mean, if we come across like a really, really high Rex, if it's a Tech Rex, like 170, you know, something like that, that would be great. I'm trying to kind of experiment, because this is a learning experience, trying to figure out what actually works, what doesn't work, and whatever. So that's kind of the plan, that's kind of the direction that I'm going with, and I think it's a little bit easier when, obviously, I'm doing these videos and everything, and hopefully gonna get input. Ooh, 120. Okay. Cool. Input and everything too about what's going on. But yeah, we'll kind of see how far this actually goes. But not only am I looking to do the boss fights, the caves, obviously, because we have to get the artifacts and stuff like that. Eventually, obviously, this is a single-player completionist series, essentially. I think that's probably the best way to put it, which is not only defeating the bosses on here and everything. Eventually, we're going to move over to all the maps and defeat all the bosses on there, too. So, again, this is all first time. This is all new water for me, basically. So, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, another cool thing, too, is, like I said, what are we in, November? Genesis comes out soon. I mean, what? Genesis comes out, well, the first part of it, I think, is, what did we say? Ooh, is that a bone one, too? Up here? Yeah, skeleton stego? Alright, so you know what? I'm not going to bother killing this guy. I'm going to leave this one here. I'm curious to see what happens. We're going to leave this guy here. What level is it? Level 35. Okay. After the event is 100% done, I'll wait a few days and everything too, just so, like, it's, yeah, like, we're in the November 8th. Oh yeah, it's November 8th now. I'm recording this at night, so that's why I was a little surprised there that, yeah, it's after midnight, so now we're in November 8th, so officially the last day of, the, Fear Vault. Yeah, we're gonna come back in a few days. We're gonna see if they actually despawn out, or if it's like possibly the color situation, that this guy will stick around until something kills it, which, let's be honest, this Herbivore Island, nothing's gonna kill it. Unless it somehow gets into the water and then just can't get out and it drowns. I don't even know if that's a possibility. I don't know if that happens. Like that's definitely a color scheme. I've never seen that. That might be natural, but that looks more Halloween themed to me. Where's that Phiomia? I know it was only level 20, but you don't need the Phiomia to have like a huge high level. Like, yeah, it's nice, but that blue, and where'd he go? It was like all red with a no, all blue. Here he is, all blue with a little bit of red. Yeah, that's what I'm going for right there. And tell me I forgot bolas. I do have bolas. Okay, good. So bolas are definitely needed for these guys. They will run off super quickly. So easiest way to do it. Let me just make sure. Nope. Need the arrows too. That would help. Let me just put all this in inventory. Let's pull out the 100. And they team up quickly, so it's not going to be too bad. Where are you? I definitely passed you, didn't I? I definitely passed you. Okay, you're right here. Okay, so let's just bola this guy. There we go. Shoot him out. And plus, this is the Mastercraft one with like 200 and something damage, so yeah. Did he fall? That's kind of awkward. Okay, well, These guys are gonna tame up super quickly. I can just put the measure berries right on them now because, like I said, it's gonna be super quick. This is gonna take, I don't know, a minute, not even. Because their food is gonna drop like a rock. And he's only level 20, so it's not like it's gonna take that much to tame this guy. Let's watch. That's one already. Two. Alright, 36%, 48%, 60%, 72%. Oh. Alright, well. 84%. Okay, we'll tame up pretty quickly. Let me go over here, just get a whatchamacallit ready to go. Cryopod, so once he's done, we will just do this, and then, yeah, we're all good there. So yeah, normally, obviously, I would have you guys, like for the trip back and everything like that, I would, there we go, tell you guys I'll be right back and whatever, just for time. But again, I mean, I haven't recorded in a couple days, so I don't, it doesn't matter that we're going over just a little bit. What did I want to? You know what? Let's check out that 120. We may be getting a second team today. Right now, let's see where is this guy? He was right on over here. Let's see. Alright. I mean, we do have the stego saddles and everything. What level are you? You're 85. We do have, like, the stego saddles and everything ready to go, but you know what? In due time. In due time. We're not going to do... Ooh. I totally forgot there's an Explorer note box here. I'm not going to worry about that, though, honestly. Let's, yeah, we're just going to head back to base, honestly. Going to make a saddle for this guy. I don't think it's going to take much to make the saddle for him. Well, I got to learn the saddle first. Phiomia should be like right at the top here. Fiber, wood, and thatch. Okay, yeah. I probably have all that on me right now. Let's see. I got enough thatch. I got enough wood. Now it's just down to fiber. I don't, but I do. Oh, I do. I do. I think we got enough to make the saddle right away. That's actually kind of cool. And we don't. Why? What are we off on? Oh, it's hide. Oh, even better. Oh, even better. There we go. Done. I can make the saddle right now. Call it a day. Phiomia, good. And then, let's work our way back here. But, it does kind of stink that once this event is done, trees are going to be back to their normal green. I don't know, I like this. I kind of wish there was a way that, I don't know, that they could have it throughout, I would say all the way up to, like, December. If they could just keep it like this, where the foliage, it just adds a different element to the game. It's the same thing. It's literally they just changed from green to, you know, red, yellows we got here and everything. I don't know. It just gives it a whole different feel to the game, which I like. I mean, it's gonna be going back to that boring green, which boring green's not bad. It's just 42. Wait, what level was that? Oh, that's 42. What about the iguanodon right here? That said like 140? No, not even close. Okay. Good talk. I don't know. I like the trees like this, though. Actually, you know, I don't know. I'm playing on console. I know mods-wise, like, if you're on a computer and everything, there's definitely mods out there that probably have this set up, like, I don't know, that you can set it up for, like, the winter season where, you know, there's going to be no, maybe not as many trees, or maybe the trees are all frosted, like with like white powder, basically like snow, basically. Then you have, or maybe like half the trees are dead, like they don't even have leaves on them, which would be a nice touch. But, you know, the foliage, this foliage we're going to lose because on console we don't have the access to the mods and everything, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, to be honest, if I could afford a high, you know, a nice, well-running computer that's, you know, going to be able to hold this game, hold other games, and actually run them really smoothly, oh, heck, I would do it right away. Personally, I love playing on console, but, like, when it comes to the mods and everything, like, it just changes the whole idea of the game. And most of them are, I think most, if I, you know what, I think all of them, I think, are free, right? There might be some that you might have to pay for. I don't know, but to be honest, when it comes to a computer, like a high-powered gaming computer, I have no idea. No idea. And I don't want to buy a computer then find out that it's not even running as smoothly as what I have here on console, which I gotta give it credit. I mean, I'm using the... Oh... Totally forgot about stamina. Yeah, no, that's... it's the second time that's happened. Oh, man. Well, at least there's no, like, Sarcos in the water. Always good. Probably not the best area to have to do this in, but... okay. Yeah, that's one thing that you do have to... Oh, no, there's a Sarco over there. That's okay. We're gonna land right on this rock. We're gonna be fine. I hope. Please, land on the rock. Rock. Thank you. Okay. Let's get up on top of the rock, and we should be okay. Yeah, I gotta do better at that. I always seem to lose track of the stamina and everything on this guy. I don't know. I guess I assume that this guy's running at 7,000 stamina. I don't know. Alright, let's get back up in the air. Okay, we're at full bar again. At least the good thing is that it doesn't take too long for the stamina to build right back up, so it's not too bad. What was I saying? Yeah, like high-level gaming computers, I have no idea where to start. To be honest, whenever I see them, it's like 7,000, 8,000 hours. Like, I don't know. There might be some good ones for whatever amount, but I don't know. I'm totally content with working with the Xbox, though, right now. I'm running on an Xbox One X. This thing's actually pretty good. It's just with the console, and it's not like, no, I don't know. Maybe it's the Xbox, PS4's lame. I'm not sure, but when it comes to the mods, obviously, when you're playing on computer and stuff, you get access to those, which it just opens up a whole new world. With this, it's just, you get the game, and that's that. You can't really add any, obviously no mods or anything to it, but, you know, I guess you can call that my little rant about console, but I'm totally happy with the game. I'm totally everything. It's just, you see all the stuff that you can do when you're playing on PC with mods and everything, and it completely changes the dynamic of the game. Like, you can do, it seems like you can do anything when it comes to gaming on a PC now, which is kind of cool. It's interesting, but whatever. Okay, yeah, now that I'm done with that little bit, let's see, let's throw this guy out here. Let's get the saddle on him. Let's set him up in his little home right here, his little stable. All right, we got him all set up now. Let's back it up. Maybe I'm gonna. No turn. All right, we're gonna do this. A little bit more. I don't want his head stuck in the wall. There we go. Oh, forget it. That's close enough. Okay. Alright, let's get... of course, I haven't collected any stim berries. Okay. Let's run down. Let's get some stim berries. Let's get some normal berries for this guy, too. Alright. shops, over to you. Of course, you're full. You just have random stuff on you. Okay, take all the random stuff, put it on the Equus. Because we need to get a ton of berries. Alright, let's get on you. Move that way, let's go. Alright. I mean, to be honest, that stego could have actually came in handy when it comes to gathering the berries and stuff. But, you know, it is what it is for right now. We're just going to do a quick little introduction. Most people, I think, at this point know where I'm going with this video, but just in case if you're watching it, you haven't played yet, or you haven't done this yet, we'll see. I don't know. Alright, so let's get, gonna take that little thing on him. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Also gonna take these, and we're good. Okay. Put everything on him. So, okay, so compost. You need a combination of, poop, which, and thatch, which we can always get a ton of thatch. But the gist is, we're gonna need a ton. So when it comes to this, I need about, I think it's 100 or 150 thatch. Plus a, I think it's 50, what is it, 50 thatch and 3, maybe 2, poop, basically. I forget what the combo is. But the gist is that we need a lot of poop. So what you do is, you actually feed it these stim berries. So what stim berries are going to do for him is, it's going to drop his food stat like crazy. And then once he actually eats, he's just going to start pooping a lot. You'll see in a second what's going to happen. It's like an it's like a, I don't know what it really is, but basically just have him feed these, and then you get a ton of poop. So let's start picking these up. Personally, I like to have something with like crosshairs, so it just makes it a little bit easier to pick it up, and just so you don't do that. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. And these are all going to expire in a few seconds, so you don't really have a crazy amount of time. That's why right from the beginning I only do like 100 stack right away. 50, 100, I think that's good enough. No, it's 2, so it should be 6. Just do it this way. I think it's actually only 100 thatch. Yeah, you know what? It's 50. It's 50 thatch. 50 thatch, 3 poop at all times. So yeah. All right, let's just do this. Right here. Here, so put that in here. So basically you just have to fill these up with thatch now. It takes a little while, and then eventually we will get, we're gonna end up getting fertilizer, which then fertilizer we will put in here with whatever crops that we're gonna do. But again, we gotta make the crops still. We have to actually make the crop plot still. We still have to get some seeds. I think we have seeds, but I may have to go out and get some. Make a ton of fertilizer. Put the fertilizer in there. You can use poop too, but I'll go over that once we actually start setting up the crop plots and everything like that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here. So thank you everyone for watching the video. I know this one's gonna be a little bit longer, but again, it's just as a I guess I'm sorry that I wasn't able to record the past few days. Obviously, I'm trying to get the most out of my voice right now just to make up for lost time. But yeah, again, thank you for watching the video. Leave comments down below. What were also comments for? Oh yeah, for the second floor, what I want to do there. If you have any suggestions on where I should put some stuff in the base, definitely comments about that. Really comment about anything. I mean, if you guys have, obviously you've seen all the tames that I have. If you guys want any specific like names for the tames, anything like that, yeah, put them in. Why not? We'll try to make this a little bit more personal instead of our otter just being called Otter, our Argentavis only called Argentavis. So I'm open ideas. But yeah, leave that all in the comments down below. If you like to subscribe to the channel. Currently, I think I still have one. I think the profile's private though, so I'm not. It's showing me one. I just don't know who it is. Likes the whole nine. Yeah. Again, thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next one. Hopefully, gonna be a little sooner than 3-4 days away. So yeah, have a good one, everyone.